I don't know. Throughout all of Jewish history, that was the defining mark that you were included in God's people. That was it. It sounds weird for us because we've grown up in a post-Victorian society, but God established that as the defining mark of his people. But in the new covenant, it is no longer the circumcision made by hands, done in the flesh. It is God's work by his Spirit cutting away in our heart. It is those who are circumcised in the heart who belong to God, which is why he picks this up and he says, we are the circumcision. Kids, I said it earlier. Let's see if you remember. Who's Paul writing this to? He's writing it to the church in Philippi, the Philippians, but were they mostly Jews or were they mostly Gentiles? Gentiles. Now, God had given the mark of circumcision being included in his people to Jews, but now Paul says to Gentiles, we are the circumcision. The circumcision group, the Jewish people are coming in saying, you have to look like us, you have to act like us, you have to think like us, you have to do all the same things that we do. And Paul says, no, it's us. It's us who have been adopted by faith in Christ. It's us who've been circumcised in heart by faith in Christ. To put it in our language, the Gentiles in this church, they were people who hadn't grown up in the church. They maybe didn't know all the lingo. You ever showed up at a church and you're like, I don't know half the stuff they're talking about. It's like they have a magic language that they talk to each other, and I don't understand half the words. Church people are good at that. If that's you this morning, I apologize. We're a bunch of weirdos. They didn't have all the outward signs of conformity, but Jesus had changed their heart.